right, we're back. We're back at it again. January 3rd, 2023. Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. This is how we started off. Early morning, Tuesday, after the holiday. There's no resting. There's no time off, okay? There's no time off with these bureaus. If you need credit repair help, 609creditrepair.com, or we can do the work for you at theawesomelifegroup.com. Yes, that's right. You read that right. How can you start your own successful credit repair business in 2023? How do you leave the 9-to-5 behind? How do you get your own business? I'm going to break it down here on this video. Also, want to get a temperature to see if individuals are interested in a potential book on how to do it, break it down for you. 7-8 years I've been doing this. If individuals would like one-on-one mentorship, I've got that as well at thewonderfulfuturellc.com. Can walk you through the process of building your own credit repair business or help advise on your businesses in your business. But let's get into it, okay? So you come to this video thinking, hey, how do I start my own credit repair business? Is it possible? Can I do it in this environment? Yes. Now is the time. 2023 is the year you want to leave the 9-to-5 behind. Many people understand the concept of credit repair. It's all over. It's all available. You probably repaired your own credit. Probably helped family and friends. And I haven't put this information out on how to build their own business because I've been so busy helping people repair their own credit and build their dream lives, right? Getting the dream house, the dream car they're looking for, the dream job, the dream career, their entrepreneurial endeavors, their business credit, whatever it is. We've been busy building our own businesses, but now is the time. 2023 is the year I'm going to help you build your own credit repair business. I'm telling you, now is the time. I finally have the ability to do so. If you've repaired your own credit, you can repair friends and family and clients. It's possible, and we're going to talk about how, okay? Doing it the right way. If you have had us do it or somebody else, there's a potential to be an affiliate, right? So there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to at least start your own successful business in the credit repair field in 2023. Now is the time. I'm telling you, there's individuals who are having a tough time out there who want to get to the other side of their credit repair journey. They might be saying, hey, look, it's been a little tough. The economy's been a little strange. Fed Reserve's hiking interest rates. Maybe there's recession. Maybe there's not. Who knows? But during those quote unquote down times, credit repair can be helpful to many people. So first things first, if you're going to do credit repair in your state, do you need a license? Do you need a license to do this? Now, every state is different. So you want to search and find out which department in your county, in your state, in your city, right? Most likely your state is going to have some type of department that regulates credit repair. Credit services organizations or banking and finance or credit loan brokers or something like that. It might be of a different name, but you're going to have to search out for your state. I know in Pennsylvania, where the Awesome Life Group, where we're doing our business, where we're at, okay, we do need a license. We have our license, okay, through banking and finance, loan credit. Now, if you're in a state that requires a license, you want to get that license, okay? That's the difference. So individuals who have asked in the past, hey, can I do this? Can I help out a friend or family? Yeah, sure. But if you start taking on clients, you start going above and beyond, you got to do it the right way. You got to have the license. You got to have the right. You got to respect Credit Organization Act, right? Credit Repair Organizations Act, CROA, Credit Repair Organizations Act, CROA, CROA, which we'll get into in a little bit. But you got to get the license. Make sure you have the license. Now, do you need a bond to go with that license? Every state is different. Again, every state is different. Okay. So individuals who are getting their businesses set up and they're getting their license, okay, and they want to get this bond for it, usually can find out if they need a bond from that same organization that regulates credit services companies, credit repair companies, other credit intermediary companies, whatever it is that that state regulates. They will often let you know if you need a bond or not. Sometimes a bond is optional, sometimes it is not, sometimes it is required, sometimes you don't need one, sometimes you don't need a license. But look, every state is different. Again, I can only tell you what we've done. We have a bond. Okay. There's companies out there that do bonds. Again, if we're doing general stuff, but if you want to get it more in depth with me, you can email me. Okay. If you want to get more in depth on a one-on-one basis, we've got the business mentorship, credit repair business mentorship, wonderfulfuturellc.com. You can sign up for a consultation with me and the team, and we can see if this is the right program for you to help you build your credit repair company in 2023. Okay. So license and bond, potentially you may need them in your state. Now, prior to getting a license and bond, of course, business, right? Business. What business entity that you want? An LLC, a corporation, an LLC taxes an S corp or C corp. Typically, you want an incorporating company that's headed by a lawyer or a law firm to do your incorporation, your articles of organization, your articles of incorporation. You want a lawyer, law firm to do it. I don't recommend the kind of DIY method or the places that allow you to kind of do it on your own with self-guidance. There's some companies out there. They're not full legal firms. You know the ones I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, great. Stay away from them. I recommend law firms that are incorporating law firms that have paralegals and legal people do them, and lawyers do these. Okay. So get your corporate structure, your legal structure with the lawyer properly squared away. Then look into getting that license and that bond. Happy New Year, Christy. Good morning, Brandon. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well. Good morning, everyone. Starting out bright and early. I know it's early. It's after the holiday. I'm figuring more people are going to catch the replay of this than the potential live, but I want to make sure that I'm getting this out there ASAP. Plus, I love the live stream environment. It's a little bit more freeing than potentially doing a video. It's a lot of fun to interact in real time. So, with a question here. All right. Excuse me. Cheryl says, I have a question about a closed account for a friend. It's closed, but the amount is still increasing. Is that allowed? Every month, is that allowed? Can they do this? Can they do that? Okay. This is why we challenge those things. Okay. It depends on the agreement in which they can provide and prove. Can they prove they're allowed to add interest every month and in that increment? And is that math correct? Is that accurate? Can they prove that this is 100% verifiable and should be on the report? Okay. Any of these factual, inaccurate, unverified, obsolete, outdated information can be utilized to dispute with the bureaus, to dispute with the collectors, and even sometimes with the original creditors. So it depends on that original document, that original signed contract, the original agreement. Is it allowed? And then that agreement could be looked at and said, does that fall in place with Fair Credit Reporting Act, Fair Debt Collection Practice Act? A lot of people ask, is this allowed? Because they want to know, is there something in the Fair Credit Reporting Act, Fair Debt Collection Practice Act, right? FACTA. Is there something that says, well, they can't increase the interest, they can't increase the amount, the interest, right, once it's closed? But in theory, the idea is that perhaps there's something in that document that allows that to happen. Maybe not. Maybe they don't have any documentation. Maybe they're not able to verify. Maybe they're not able to do anything further. And that's absolutely right. That's right. So Cheryl says, hey, look, Well, how is it they're able to maintain this on the credit report? How is that allowed? How are they able to prove that that is allowed, right? So you're asking me, they're asking there, and they say, oh, well, we'll just, do what we want. So I can't give any legal advice, but you might want to talk then to a lawyer and find out, because it's very interesting that they can't provide any documentation, right? Yet they're able to maintain this on the credit report. Yet they're able to increase the amount through interest, which they can't prove that it was ever theirs. They can't prove that they're allowed to do that through the contract. They can't prove any of this, right? Now, Shell, you're asking for a friend, friends and family. But in 2023, you might want to open up your own credit repair business, right? And this is what's interesting. You could open up your own credit repair business, and we're going over this on this channel. It's going to be a new series as well. If people are interested in it, let me know. Give me the likes, the thumbs up, the comments. Let me know if you want to know how to open your own credit repair business. I will teach you. But I see a lot of people asking for friends and family. If you can get more friends, more clients, more family, you could have helping people get to their dream lives will help you get to your dream life. The more people you can help, the more people, the better, right? I am Susie. Good morning. Good morning. Happy New Year. She's headed there, getting her own credit repair business. Hey, if you want one-on-one mentorship, you want me to help you one-on-one. And I'm telling you, there's only a few slots. I've got consultations all today. WonderfulFutureLLC.com. WonderfulFutureLLC.com. You can get in with me while seats last. I am filling up. Tanya Ryden with Robin. Good morning. Happy New Year. We're starting real early in the morning. This is how you start. This is how you start the beginning of the year, right? Working out, working on your business, getting things squared away. Necessary. Great question, Christy. Okay. I have a question for a friend as well. Another individual with a question for a friend. I'm telling you, friends and family, that's how it starts. You start moving forward, get your other clients, right? Get your own business, help them get to their dream lives. They help you get to your dream life. You could have your own, the 9 to 5 behind. Well, maybe you have your own 9 to 5. Maybe you have a credit repair company. But if you don't, you want one, I'm here for you. I have a question for a friend, a collector, stating she owns an old loan, threatening to take her to court. Debt's over 5 years old, but the statute of limitation in Texas is 4 years. Okay. First of all, I can't give any legal advice, so I'm not giving any legal advice. Double check to see where the venue might be, right? So in theory, okay, this is just in general, I'm not giving you legal advice. Just because the statute of limitation in Texas are Texas, and she lives in Texas, doesn't mean they're going to try to take to court in Texas. They probably would. They probably would try. But you want to talk to a lawyer, a consumer protection lawyer about that. Now, as far as the credit reporting, is it on the credit report, Christy? Because you're talking about debt, you're talking about this loans, potential collector, and want to take it to court and all this legal stuff. But what about the credit reporting and the credit repair side of things? Is it on the credit report? And again, for legal questions, consumer protection attorneys are very helpful. But my personal story, I had a situation with a collector years ago. Okay, got a lawyer, really helped me out and opened my eyes to a lot of this stuff. Tony, good morning. Good morning to you as well. That's right. I imagine more and more individuals are probably going to work, probably going to watch the replay, right? More and more individuals can probably watch this replay. So, it might just be a few select VIPs on here right now. But if you are interested in getting out of the rat race, I'm telling you, you can start your own credit repair business. Something that you'll need for your credit repair business, obviously, is a website, right? Everybody knows website. Why bring this up, Brandon? Who cares? Everybody knows you need a website. But your website's going to need to fall in line with the CROA, right? Credit Repair Organizations Act, CROA. Make sure that everything they put on there is factual and true. You see some individuals out there, credit repair stuff, they say, oh, we can eliminate everything in, 30 days, 90 days, whatever. They say all sorts of wild things. Okay. You got to make sure it's in compliance. And some company that will help you make sure that it's in compliance is when you get your merchant account. When you get your merchant account, they're going to check your website. And on there, you're going to have your email. You're going to have a phone number. Okay. You're going to have your guarantee on there, your money back guarantee. You're going to have what you do and how you do it. This is all part of that website. Anything else outside of that? And again, these are general ideas. There's certain things that we can go more in depth on the one-on-one mentorship. There's more certain things that you can look up that are probably going to be there. I'm going to do a whole series on this. But right now, I'm giving a broad familiarization to start out the new year to see, are you interested? If you are, we'll go more in depth, okay? But the website is very important. And on that website, it's very important you have a sign-up form that integrates with your software, with your merchant account, with your processor, with your recurring processing system. Okay. Now, you have the website, you have your, let's say, license, you've got your bond, you have your merchant account. All of that to get there required good credit. It did. And we're going to talk about why you need good credit for this as well. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy New Year, fam. Happy New Year. Tara, good to see you. Aha. Christy says, oh, yeah, the venue is out of state. I told her to dispute and I would help her with your letters. Okay. Interesting. So, Christy, there is a credit repair side of it. You can dispute. That's great. But if they're actually taking her to court and the venue is outside of Texas because they figured out the statute of limitation, you need to find a consumer protection lawyer, as we can't give any legal advice. Okay. And the letters are designed for credit repair. So help your friend, consumer protection. I'm going to put it in I'm going to put a link in here. You might be able to find an attorney that can practice in those states or in that state where the venue might be. Okay. And great. Oh yeah, venues outside of the state. See, it's very interesting. People say, oh, the statute of limitation, this or this, that or that. I'm like, these individuals, that's all they do, right? These companies, these firms, that's all they do. They figure out ways to try to sneak in there, right? Hopefully people don't show up to their court case, get scared, and they win default judgments. No. You know better. You know how to fight, and you know how to overcome these obstacles. I was watching a video that a friend sent me the other day, and it basically said, whatever obstacle it is, whatever pain, whatever discomfort, whatever problem it is that you have in your life right now, find a way to overcome it. And I know sometimes you get tired, and I know it's challenging, but you've got to find a way to overcome it. Starting your own business would be a great way to overcome some problems. Good morning. Happy New Year, Andres. Andres. Happy New Year, Andres. Happy New Year. Good morning. Everybody on the bright today, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. So we've been talking about starting your own business, starting your own credit repair business. All right. Bond, license, business corporation, business name. We're talking about the right website information. And we left off at your merchant account and needing good credit. So when you look to get a merchant account, and again, there's pretty much only one merchant account for credit repair, which we can go more in depth on, some more videos and some more mentoring. But when you're going for that, not only are they going to look at your website, but they're going to look at your credit. And this is why you have to give good credit. When they're going to go look for your bond, this insurance company is going to go look at your bond and try to bond you. Okay. They're going to look at your credit and they're going to say, oh, this individual has good credit. Okay. So for the bond, we may not need as large of a money down for the bond. Okay. So because you're going to your company will have to put up some money for the bond. Not necessarily a huge amount. Maybe it's going to be bigger than some, smaller than some. Maybe yours is going to be smaller because you have good credit, because you repaired your credit here, right? But good credit is important. being able to open business bank accounts. You got to have at least, decent credit, fair credit, good credit, excellent credit, right? Could be good. I've gotten on the phone with individuals who are struggling to open a business bank account because they had very bad credit. So clean up your credit if you are looking to build business, because you're going to have the business bank account, you're going to have the bond, the license, the software, the merchant account, the website, okay? And having a credit means that you probably have maintained or rebuilt or built or repaired or whatever it is for your credit, and you know how to do that for your clients. So, yes, there are softwares out there to help with credit repair, businesses, credit repair. Which ones do you want to get and do and review? We have some ideas for that as well, which can get more in depth. Give me the likes, the subscribes, the comments on this video, on the replay, and all that good stuff, and I'll get more in depth into it. I don't want to go too long today. We'll probably go for maybe another 5-10 minutes, answer some more questions, and let you get to your New Year's resolutions. I'm sure individuals got goals and resolutions. They're on it today as well. I am as well. Okay. Want to let you know, progress over perfection. Progress is even stronger than perfection. It's better than perfection. Progress, right? Even though I'm getting on, doing a live stream, not unless saying, hey, look, I'm going to go for an hour, 2 hours, do 30 minutes, right? But 30 minutes beats 0 minutes every day of the week. And I can always come back on and do some more, right? So if you're working out, 5 push-ups beats 0 push-ups, right? A 10-minute walk beats a 0-minute walk, right? If you're eating better, whatever it is, a little bit at a time, it adds up. I'm telling you, if you're building a business, a little bit at a time, one step, writing down your idea, just watching this video, right? Sending out that one letter to dispute with the bureaus. Now is the time, okay? New year, new you, new credit. If you haven't started disputing, you have negative items, now is the time to dispute. What are you waiting for? The new year, it's here, okay? Send your dispute letters to the bureaus to dispute these unverified negative nasty items. Dispute with the collectors. Dispute and get these negative items out of there. Change your life. 2023, change your life. If you haven't already, you can do so. We've had individuals be very, very successful doing this. Past 7-8 years that I've been doing this on YouTube, which has been fantastic. I love being here and helping individuals do this. 609creditrepair.com. You get the email support with me as well as the do-it-yourself option, or the awesomelifegroup.com, where we can repair your credit on your behalf. You got my email scrolling right there in the ticker. So if you have any questions, you can email me on any of your specific needs or wants. Now, individuals who have been dealing with, let's say, repossessions, I get emails about repossessions often. Cars being taken back, okay? Oftentimes through repossession, they have to have very, very specific letters that have been sent out to you, okay? They've got to let you know that you are even deficient, right? That they're going to repossess it. Then afterwards, right, they've got to let you know that you can attend the auction to purchase back the vehicle. They've got to send you the deficiency information of what they sold it for, how they sold it, how they calculate, how they say that you owe what they owe, and where all these contracts are and all that stuff. And it's supposed to be sent to you certified. The collector is supposed to maintain that information to be able to actually maintain repossession on the report. Oftentimes things get classified incorrectly as well. You'll see things that were broken leases that say eviction, but they were never actually evicted, because an eviction is a very specific process. Notify you, get you out of there, that kind of stuff. Leaving early is not an eviction, right? Maybe a broken lease, maybe a collection, maybe, and they still have to prove it, but it can't be classified incorrectly. Everything on the report must be 100% accurate per the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Otherwise, it's not fair. That's right. Thank you very much, Ms. Parker. I appreciate you. Likewise, fam, I greatly appreciate what you do for us in this world. And I think it's very important that we help each other. You know, sometimes it's easy to look at the world and see villains out there, right? And think, man, sometimes villains get ahead. But I think it says a lot of the individuals, the values. Most people are good people. Most people want to help, and most people want to help their fellow individual. And I know a lot of people. Two people were asking here for friends, and I think that's very beautiful. I thought about that too when I was doing this. I started helping friends and family repairing their credit, and I was like, okay, well, that's great. And more people started asking. I was like, I don't know if I can really do this. I was a little nervous. I was not sure. At first it's a little tough, a little challenging. You're not really sure, but then you learn, you grow, and you can do it. So if you're wondering if you can do it, you can help friends and family. You can build a business. You can do it the right way. I'm here to help you as well. Okay. Everyone starts somewhere. This is great. Christy says, I bought a new car with Brandon's program. My credit is in excellent condition. I'm working on my utilization. Brandon saved me. That's what I'm talking about, Christy. I'm so happy that you were able to come back on a live stream early morning after a holiday, basically, the first of the year, and report back to individuals and let them know, hey, this is the real deal. Okay. This program helps change people's lives. This individual was able to get a new car. And I'm telling you, being able to access credit in a new car and a loan changes the way you feel about yourself, the environment. Your environment makes a big difference. Having a new car, the way people might look at you, respect you, the way that you feel, it's probably more efficient on gas. You have the ability to get a better interest rate than getting some older car or some other car. Maybe even if when finance still isn't as good as this newer car. I've seen it firsthand. I saw a friend get a great loan. Okay. Even after dealing with some credit issues. I've seen people and my partners dealing with credit issues that cleaned up their credit, right? So we're working together because we both repaired our credit, and they were able to eventually get home, build some generational wealth for them and their family. So credit allows you to access parts of life that I think should be human rights. Okay. I think at this point, with the type of wealth we have in this country, the type of ability and technologies that we have, it's just a matter of time before things trickle down. And you might say, well, that sounds kind of wild, but it's true. Because look at the cell phone. Remember the cell phone? Only, very elite people had cell phones back in the day, right? And now we all pretty much have a cell phone. And that thing is a supercomputer. Okay? Pretty affordable now. Same thing with this technology. This live stream technology, this multimedia stuff. Only news people had it for a long time. Now we have it. So I'm telling you, I think a lot of this stuff should be human rights. I think individuals should have the ability to have healthcare, to have access to credit, to have access to cars, to have access to a place to live, food. It's just basic things. Just basic things. And now have to fight. And if you have to fight, and if you need help, I am here. Okay. Let's see here. Hey, Brandon, I have a collection. I have some paid off accounts with late payments on them that are hurting my score. Hurting me. Okay. My score says it's 650. What can I do? Okay. So if you can find a way to get your full reports, I don't know if ScoreSense has all three. I think they do. But just double check with the bureaus as well. You can also look at free credit. Why is it annual credit report? I'm like, why am I? It's early. That's why. Annual credit report. Annualcreditreport.com. During these unprecedented times, they're still letting people continue to access weekly free credit reports. These are very, very much right from the bureaus. Sometimes their questions, I'm putting this in the chat, sometimes their questions can be tricky, so just be careful. But just double check. Sometimes the third parties don't have everything on there. So double check, because there could be something in there that you're not seeing that's inaccurate, unverified, that could also be hurting your score. Now, late payments. You can dispute just the late payments. I have collections. I have some paid off accounts with late payments. So I just want to double check with you. Your paid off accounts, I'm assuming, are pretty good standing. They just have some late payments. You want to dispute just those late payments and send some goodwill letters as well, right? Collections are another story. Collections are never positive. They're just not. Even if there's some late pays or whatever, it doesn't matter. You don't use goodwill letters on collections, right? You don't dispute just the late payments on collections. You dispute the entire collection of this unverified collection. All right. So collections you can dispute, get these unverified collections out of there, and these paid off accounts that I'm assuming are in good standing now, right? You've had some good on-time payment history with them, just some few late payments. You could dispute just the late payments and or use goodwill letters with them, okay? But also double check, look. I'm trying to remember if ScoreSense gives you the true real deal FICO. I think it's a Vantage score. I don't think. Looking to see if it's the real FICO. But if you can find a way to find the real FICO. I don't think so. I think they would put it all over their stuff. Let's see, ScoreSense, FICO. I think they would say check your FICO score, but you know, it says ScoreSense gives you access to your FICO score, which is supposedly. I don't know. ScoreSense, maybe. Okay, maybe it is a real FICO. It's hard to tell with all these third parties sometimes. I utilize, again, everybody utilize what they need to utilize, but I utilize myfico.com. If it works for you, your budget. I think even ScoreSense costs about probably what MyFICO does. So also, if MyFICO works for you, take a look, okay? If it works for you and your budget, you can get your real FICO. Good morning, Ms. Miller. Good morning. I want to get them off as I applied for Navy Federal. And they said I had derogatory accounts, so I want to get them off. Yes, the collections, you want to dispute the entire collection. However, if you have paid accounts that are primarily good and there's just a few late payments on those accounts, you may want to dispute just the late payments, because if you remove a primarily good account that has a lot of good history, right, then that may not be the best for your credit score. Again, let me know, because you typed there again. Are you talking about two different things? You have collection accounts and you have accounts that just have some late payments. They're 30-day latest. They are 30 days late. Latest. They're 30 days latest. So you have a paid off account, 30 days late. Yes. You have a paid off account. When is the late payment from on the paid off account? When is the late payment from the paid off account? Is it from last month or is it from 2 years ago? Let's see what they say. But yes, in theory, negative items, you want to get negative unverified items off of your credit reports. Just make sure you're trying to maintain as much good positive history as possible. I have one paid collection for furniture that I paid for. The late payments are from 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Okay, so to me, what you're saying, it doesn't sound like you have a positive history here with late payments. So you're saying you have late payments on a collection. So you paid a collection and you have late payments on that collection. Is that correct? Oh, no. Late payments from my Chase credit card. Okay, finally. So late payments are from your Chase. So late payments are from a Chase credit card from 4 or 5 years ago. Is that correct? Is that what is going on? So late payments are on a Chase credit card from a few years ago. So the idea here is to maintain the good positive history from Chase credit cards if there is good positive history there with Chase credit card, right? Because if you've had a Chase credit card there even though it's paid, right? I don't know if it's close, right? Yes. So the late payments are on the Chase credit card. It says it's paid off. Is it open or is it closed? Even if for some reason you got it closed or you closed it or whatever, you've got good positive history there, I'm assuming, right? So you want to dispute just the late payments and or use goodwill letters, depending on your situation. You also might want to email me because we're going back and forth here. And I really want to get in depth because I want to make sure to help you out and get you the best help. Because a lot of times people kind of think, oh, I got late payments, I get rid of the whole thing. It's closed. Did you close it or did they close it, right? It's not charged off, is it? Let's see. Big props to my boy Brandon. Started watching you in 2019 when I was 19 with no credit. Today, it's 2023. So 2019, 2020, roughly 4 years. I know it's early 2023. So 3-4 years, right? 3.5-4 years. Today, 784, thick profile, and I'm 23. Yeah, 4. So it's 4 years later, roughly 4 years. All right, gonna email me. Excellent. Look forward to it. This is great. 784 credit score. All right. I'm glad this individual saw me when they were young. They're 23 with a 784. When I was 23, I didn't have no 784. Man, I was in the 500s. That changes your life, man. Now you're starting out with good credit. You're going to be all right, man. You're going to be all right. Anyone who's dealing with bad credit right now, you can get to the other side. 609creditrepair.com. Okay. Yes, the email is scrolling by on the ticker right here. You see it right down there. There it is. info@609creditrepair.com. Absolutely. You can email me. If you have further questions, and I'm going to probably jump off this live stream right here. You're very welcome. I'm glad individuals were able to jump on the live stream so early today in the beginning of the year. It's a great way to start off your year. 609creditrepair.com. You can be like this individual here who's got the 784 credit score. Get to the other side, or we can do the work for you at theawesomelifegroup.com. If you want to know more about how you can build your own business, build your own credit repair business, wonderfulfuturellc.com. Also, please like the video, share the video, comment if you want more of this content on how to do this. I'm helping people get to the other side, get to their dreams. I love you all so very, very much. And until I see you in person, I will see you on the other side. Take care.